On the 20th Century is one of the great musical comedies of the 20th century, ironically. It's a Tony Award-winning show returning to Broadway 40 years after its Broadway debut. And it's a madcap romp aboard the 20th Century, which is a luxury train in which Oscar Jaffee, who is a somewhat sleazy producer played by Peter Gallagher, tries to seduce Lily Garland, who's a big starlet who has a long history with Oscar Jaffee, played by Kristin Chenoweth, into doing his non-existent musical. And somehow, between New York and Chicago, he has to convince her to do the musical so he can get the financing and he'll get out of debt. And nothing but fun ensues.
Lily Garland is this little meek girl that's discovered and makes it on Broadway. And then she goes to Hollywood and sells out. And her Svengali, ex-lover, gets her back.
I think it's one of the great scores written by Cy Coleman, Comden and Green, all Tony winners. And it's very much a star-driven vehicle. And you have to have your Lily Garland and you have to have your Oscar Jaffee. And we have our Tony Award-winning Kristin Chenoweth and our Golden Globe Award-winning Peter Gallagher.
I can't wait to share the stage with Kristin. I've been dreaming about sharing the stage with Kristin for years. And the little bit of time we've had together, singing some of this music and taking some pictures, I'm even more excited now about sharing the stage with Kristin.
Us together, I think, is like the perfect combination for these parts. I'm so excited to work with him. He's an amazing singer and an even greater actor, which is the most important thing.
You also have to have a great creative team, and 5-time Tony nominee Scott Ellis is directing it.
I'm so excited that he's directing the show and I get to be in his production.
Warren Carlyle, who's one of the great choreographers, young choreographers of the business, also a Tony winner, is choreographing it.
What makes Warren so great is he looks at it from a director's viewpoint as well, not just dance. He's a director, and he challenges me. I told him today, I know you're gonna make me great. He'll make me the best I can be, that's for sure, physically. And he also understands comedy.
It will have one of the finest, most elaborate sets, I promise, ever seen in the American Airlines Theater by David Rockwell, a legendary set designer, even though he's still a young man. And costumes by the greatest costume designer in the business, William Ivey Long.
William Ivey Long put the fur on me, he put the jewels on me, he put the gloves on me, and I went, I'm her. She's me, I'm her. And that's what he does that not very many people do.
It's thrilling to work with William Ivey Long, just seeing how he puts together the ideas and doesn't quit until it's right.
Roundabout takes musicals that we think are of enormous artistic value, but for whatever reason don't get revived frequently. And we want a new generation to see them and to love them as much as we do.
The Roundabout makes a commitment, just as they are on the 20th Century, saying the world needs to see this again.
A great play or a great musical, and especially if you're lucky enough to be doing it and you get to do it every night, continues to reveal itself.
On the 20th Century, it's about love.
It's about redemption.
It's about secrets.
It's about the 1,000,000-to-1 shot.
It's about fun.
It's about entertainment.
And it's about you.
It is about you.
It's about you.